It's a party here. You can hear the music. It's bumping, the crowd here. Everyone's having a great time. We got a great view of the fireworks. And right now, we are still sitting. And we do have very busy tropics right now. Hurricane Nora right now, Category 1, and it is going to continue to trek here right. The ghost walk and the sun has finally set. Definitely feeling those spooky vibes. Winds right now, a little breezy, but really not too bad. And honestly, we got a great Halloween out here. We're not getting any overnight relief. Excessive heat warning, though, remains in effect. This extremely dangerous heat maintains its grip here. Finally got some snowball making snow. I know yesterday it was freezing on contact. Not good conditions to be outside. Very slippery. I know the road trucks out here are still working on clearing those roads. Let's take a look at radar. This high pressure is the dominating factor. You won't need this umbrella today. And over the next few days, really. So yeah, get that out of here. As those wind speeds are going to continue to pick up, and as we are dealing with very dry air, no outdoor burnings recommended. Let's just stay inside.
Exactly.
Honestly, for all sensitive groups, definitely this is the route to go. Out of our Mandalay Bay weather camera, you can barely see out of it. All of this dust continues to build here across the valley. Air quality very poor. We have this very hazardous air quality here right around Henderson, and then for the rest of the city, still not great. So again, for sensitive groups, try to avoid going outside or staying outside for long periods of time if possible. Right now, we've seen this drier air kind of push out, and we have this moist air mass here coming in off of this cold front. They just experienced severe flooding just a few weeks ago, and they are getting hammered again by these storms. Tracking out in Futurecast, though, how long this rain will stick around. More storms here ramping up, or heavier rain down towards our south near Searchlight, but coming here closer to the city on the east side near Henderson. The effects of decades-long drought can be seen clearly on the shores of Lake Mead. In fact, where I am standing now is a boat launch ramp that has been closed because of low water levels. Imagine a time when you could launch all the way up there. Is when pressure drops quite drastically in a short amount of time. This bomb cyclone is going to make its way off of the Pacific and bringing a wintry mix there for the Northwest and us. A few showers here, flooding, mudslides especially, and burn scars are going to be a top concern. Big story today has been this wildfire smoke. Very hazy here across the valley, and it is going to continue to build here overnight tonight heading into Tuesday. And as those winds picked up, air quality took a dive too, and they're really blowing around a lot of those particles. I love this face that she's giving the camera. Mia says that it's not going to be too bad of a day to get outside, especially before 10. You may want to head out to the dog park or take a longer walk. We have this cold front pushing through. Behind it, cooler air living up to its name, but ahead of this cold front, water is so vital to our health and economy. 3 to 5 gallons come out of a sprinkler per minute. If we eliminate unnecessary scenery and properly use water utilities, we can save a huge amount of water. We have created a human environment in the Mojave Desert. The Mojave Desert has been home to many different species long before humans inhabited it. Development has an impact on wildlife, but we just have to make sure it's not a negative one for the future. Bree. If that doesn't get you ready, I know what you said, storm the fortress and release the Kraken. I mean, I'm ready. And
Let's go.
Temperatures, Las Vegas at 64, West Henderson at 63, so it is chilly to match the icy conditions happening down at T-Mobile tonight. 24-hour temperature change. We have dropped about 5 to 10 degrees here across the region, down 13 degrees from this point yesterday in Spring Valley. Freeze warning in effect for Lincoln as that cold front pushed through and temperatures plummeted. Yeah, and then you have to split the pot. Yeah, exactly. It's very intense. I get like anxiety. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, oh, B7.
Exactly, B7. But
I need it.
Whiteout game.
It's a whiteout here in Vegas too, and I love that. I'll show you monsoon at its worst. This is hail, large hail right now. Still, winds really haven't let up. They've been the big story. Dangerous crosswinds, so definitely take it easy on the road if you are going to head out later on this evening. Seeing some sun, and the sun's not necessarily our friend as we get that daytime heating still going, and we still are hanging on to moisture. We can see a few isolated thunderstorms storm still firing up, tracking out the timing of this system as this line pushes through. Again, staying mostly scattered, but some pockets of heavier rain at times. We're seeing lots of yellows and oranges here on the board, so it's not going to necessarily be very uniform. And I show you this because that heat is pushing here towards the valley. Las Vegas do have this tropical disturbance here moving up the coast of Mexico. We could see some remnants of that, especially for our higher elevations, but that high pressure is limiting those chances for any heavier rain. Yeah, Jackie, just like you said, we had multiple reports of trees down, crashes, and power outages here throughout the day, and we aren't done with the winds just yet. That wind.
Now, 13 first alert weather.
So we have a lot going on here across the country, across the valley. We do have this excessive heat warning still taking hold, not expiring until 8 p.m. tomorrow. So still very hot, temperatures ranging between 105 to 110 for the Las Vegas Valley and between 110 and 115 here for the Colorado River. So this is not heat to take lightly. Definitely don't play around. Stay hydrated, drink plenty of fluids, and just try to beat this heat as much as possible. Right now, North Las Vegas, taking a look outside, 107, Boulder City at 104, Summerlin down to 99, but still very hot. Laughlin at 105, McCarran at 106. Weather headlines though for you: a steamy Monday. Again, that heat warning still in effect until Monday night. And on top of the heat, we are also dealing with increased wildfire smoke coming in from California. So you'll wake up with hazy skies, smoke. That means air quality not so great, poor for sensitive groups. So if you do have to head outside, take precautions. And monsoon this week will be feeling some Nora impacts, which was just downgraded to a tropical storm, but was a Category 1 hurricane yesterday. Air quality forecast again for today and tomorrow, not so great. We do have elevated levels of ozone and smoke. That smoke is going to continue to build here across the valley over these next few days. Tomorrow, highs, similar story between 105 to 110 here around Las Vegas, and again reaching those triple-digit teens here along the Colorado River Valley. Right now, we do have a flash flood warning in effect a little bit south here near Kingman, right around the Wallapai Mountains. So we are seeing some heavier rain, gusty winds, lightning, severe thunderstorm warning too now in effect here through near Mojave Valley. So we are seeing again some heavier rain, lightning. If you do hear thunder or see lightning, get indoors. No conditions to stay outside. I always say that. And we are also dealing with, again, flash flooding. So if you do encounter any flooding, turn around, don't drown. These are very serious things that we are dealing with a little bit down south. So if you are in these areas, definitely stay weather aware. And very active tropics right now. Again, we do have Hurricane Ida just wreaking havoc there on the Louisiana coast, right in the Gulf. And we are dealing with Tropical Storm Nora, max sustained winds at 60 miles per hour. Now it is going to continue to trek northward here, right along the Mexican coast. And we're going to feel some of those impacts on the outer bands, seeing some isolated and scattered showers here pushing in for Tuesday. Those clouds will continue to build, and then some heavier rain too at times. 7-day planner, Monday 105, heat warning again still in effect. Tuesday, Wednesday, some of these storms could produce, again, gusty winds and heavier rain, flash flooding. We have to keep our eye out for that. We are cooling down, though, highs in the 90s, and then we'll start to rise slowly for the weekend.